The FBI is continuing raids today, targeting businesses tied to a sprawling Somali fraud investigation centered in Minnesota, even as riots and protests linked to an ICE officer-involved shooting spread across the state. And these raids focus on alleged fraud networks connected to medical services, daycare operations, and immigration-related programs. And investigators say they're following a trail that reaches far beyond storefronts. Think Tim Walz and Minnesota Attorney General Ellison. Documents are being seized quietly while chaos unfolds loudly elsewhere. And there are no protests directly aimed at the FBI, just a city that's being overwhelmed by crises and protests. All this is happening while attention is being pulled towards unrest in the streets. Federal agents are digging into records tied to years of unanswered questions. And some of those questions now touch powerful political figures. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, do you think the truth comes out during the chaos or despite it? I want you guys to stay with me because this investigation is far from over. My name is Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And we're reporting on the FBI continuing targeted raids aimed at uncovering alleged fraud networks operating through medical clinics, daycare centers, and immigration-related services in Minnesota. And federal investigators say these operations are designed to get to the bottom of a long-standing abuse involving taxpayer-funded programs. And these actions are unfolding amid widespread unrest tied to an ICE officer-involved shooting, but the raids themselves, they're not being protested, thank God. But don't forget, guys, we're a growing channel, and every like, comment, and share and subscription helps us grow. Also, sharing this report's huge. It helps us bypass all these crazy metrics. It's a video of the FBI raiding some Somali daycares. So according to multiple investigations, these alleged fraud schemes involve inflated medical billing, questionable daycare enrollment claims, questionable at best, and misuse of immigration-related assistance programs. Prosecutors say certain operations use shell companies and overlapping ownership structures to move large sums of money with limited oversight. And these concerns have been raised for years by auditors and whistleblowers, but Tim Walz shut them down and said they were going to get arrested. Go figure. And what makes this moment different is the political dimension. Records and testimony have raised questions about whether state leadership failed to act when warnings surfaced. Attorney General Keith Ellison and Governor Tim Walz have faced scrutiny over delayed response, regulatory hesitation, and political donations connected to individuals later charged in fraud cases. No conclusions have been reached, but investigators are now reviewing how those decisions were made. And at the same time, Minnesota is dealing with protests tied to the ICE shooting. While unrelated to the FBI raids, the unrest adds pressure and distraction. And that environment often benefits those who